members of the press. As you can see here, we have the Azimio team, both from Nairobi and the national office. We had received very alarming reports from yesterday of very serious mischief happening at the Tallying Center in Starehe, which is happening at Jamhuri High School. So today we have received information that in fact some suspects have been arrested with balloting material that has not been handled in a manner in which you would expect to see balloting material being handled. We expect that everything that remains at the polling station, including unmarked ballots, is recorded and then sealed inside the box whenever the POs are moving from the polling stations to the tallying center. We have found here more than 20,000 unmarked ballots. Some of them have marks actually. Some of them have already been stamped at the back to indicate that they have already been issued. So, and what is happening, especially at this particular constituency, is that we have seen an inordinate number of PROs coming to claim that they have the boxes but they don't have the documentation for the results, and insisting that or suggesting or proposing that the ballot boxes are reopened so that a tallying or accounting exercise can be done at the tallying center. We want to send out a warning to all our agents across Nairobi. Do not allow any ballot box to be reopened at the tallying centers or at any other station in Nairobi, because this is the ukora that these people are doing. We have found ballot papers for the president, we have found ballot papers for the senator, we have found ballot papers even for the MCAs and all the other positions. So we want to tell the police in Nairobi, and the information that we have is that this web is bigger than just the PROs and the candidates involved. It is even including very senior members of the security establishment in Nairobi. So we want to tell them that we know what you're doing and that we will not countenance, we will not allow you to be able to mess with the will of the people of Nairobi and the people of Kenya. That is all, and probably, Junet, you want to say something? No. Mheshimiwa Shebesh?
Maybe I just say that from yesterday we have been at Jamhuri. We have raised the concerns that have made us come here today. I just want to put it clearly on record that we did complain through the number that IEBC has given on the conduct of the returning officer and the DRO, the deputy returning officer. We complained about it yesterday. We hoped something would be done. We actually also called the police and we said we were worried about the police officers who seem to be compromised. So everything that is happening now, it is not that we did not follow procedure. We followed all procedure that IEBC has laid out. But unfortunately, even with giving them that indication that something is going on, it has taken our own supporters to find these materials and to actually force these suspects to be brought here, which is very, very unfortunate. But I can tell you that in Nairobi, there is a big rigging plan and a scheme that is so orchestrated that it is sad at which level it has gone to, from IEBC itself, and that's why the officers are here, to the security agencies. It is sad, and we are going to raise those issues.
Asanteni sana. Asante. Yes.
You see, these papers that have been brought here are not papers only for senator or governor. Yeah. It's papers for presidential election, senate election, senatorial, gubernatorial, MCA, and women rep, and member of parliament for Starehe. Yeah. Now, this dents the credibility of this election. Because if ballot papers can be carried in a bag, in a rucksack, and somebody walks around with them here in town for 2 good days, it is shocking. What kind of election is this that somebody is trying to do? How did this person access these ballot papers? You remember the way ballot papers arrived in this country? Zilikuja kwa njia ya utatanishi at the airport. Some commissioners even say they're not aware of the arrival of the ballot papers. Now somebody is walking with them in town here in Nairobi. This must be happening in all parts of the country. Because if somebody could access ballot papers, documents like ballot papers in Nairobi, well, what stops him from accessing in a rural place where there is no police, even proper security, proper surveillance? So we want IEBC to come out clearly on this matter. This is not a small matter. Yeah. We want IEBC to come out clearly and tell Kenyans what is this that's happening in this election, that somebody can carry ballot papers like newspapers in town here. Because now, over 13 what are they called? PROs are claiming that they don't have documents to present with their ballot boxes. Yeah. They are claiming that the papers are inside the ballot boxes. They want the ballot boxes to be reopened. Yes. That means those ballot boxes passed somewhere and they were filled, stuffed. Then now they want to open for retallying. What kind of desperation is this that our opponents are trying to do in cohorts with the IEBC people? We want IEBC to come clear on this matter because this is seriously denting the credibility of this election.
We are going to the tallying center. We are going to demand that we be given the results for Starehe. I don't think that the people of Starehe or the people of Nairobi can wait any longer. And that the ballot boxes of those 13 PROs cannot be included as results for the election of the Member of Parliament of Starehe or for any position here in Nairobi, including the presidential vote. Yeah.
You had
We have results. That's what I'm telling you. The problem is not at the polling station. The problem is at the tallying center. Yeah, where these PROs are showing up and telling us that they don't have documentation. Yet we were there. Yeah, what we were there. We have forms that have been signed. What we are saying is there is a game that is being played and we will not countenance it. Let the results for Starehe be announced. Let the results for Nairobi be released. In fact, the county RO, Bwana Albert Gogo, instead of sitting there in Kasarani, I don't know what he's waiting for.
You see, and again, in this election, IEBC officials have been arrested in Narok. IEBC officials have been arrested in Northeastern. IEBC officials have been arrested in Nyanza, in Ndiwa, in Homa Bay. IEBC officials have been arrested for malpractices all over the country. All over the country. What kind of election is this that they were conducting? All over the country, IEBC officials have been arrested. It has never happened before. This is the only election where even some elections were postponed. Gubernatorial elections in Kakamega, in Mombasa, you know, in National Assembly elections, in Pokot and elsewhere. I think IEBC needs to come out clear.
The other issue is about the MCRs. And we have seen the training that was given to these IEBC returning officers. This is how much you add for some officer, for you the people, and this is how much you reduce for Azimio team. And that's how we have been lower. And when they try to tally them, they don't even agree. So this has got to be done once again. And I do not think it is it's only Starehe. I think it's all the constituencies of Nairobi.